afternoon. How are you? This is Jazz, Mystic Priestess School, the place to be if you want to grow in confidence and emotional and financial freedom, using your intuition as your superpower. So I know I'm supposed to be on holidays. I'm not supposed to be doing those lives, but there's just a few things that I really want to touch base with you. So first of all, showing off my new dress that I got for Christmas. Isn't it nice? So that's from my in-laws. They treated me with some new dresses. I'm just so happy. And what I really want to share with you, though, other than the new dress, is how to do your tarot mapping for 2021 and how wonderful of a tool this is for you to know ahead of time what are going to be your life lessons, what is going to be the energy that's going to be unfolding for you, and how you can participate in this energy so that you're in the flow and that you don't go through life wondering what the F is going on now, or go saying things like, well, I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know what my life lesson is. When you have your tarot, your year at a glance, you have a document that you can refer to again and again and again so that you know what's going on for you beyond your physical senses. And that helps you navigate your life. It gives you that compass so that even if life circumstances are not ideal, you know how to respond to those life circumstances instead of being in a reaction mode all the time. And what does that do for you? It reduces your stress level and it helps you find more happiness, because then you can be in acceptance of what is instead of holding on to, well, it should be a certain way. Right? Does that make sense? So if you can just, hello, Anne-Marie. So if you can just give me like a hand, a heart or something, just let me know that this is resonating with you. So I do the tarot mapping for myself every year around the solstice time. So that was last week. And it's something that I keep for me, and I keep referring to it through the whole year. And my clients, those, it's been a while that I've done that. So that's why I'm kind of really, really excited, because when I first started my business, my goodness, about like 10 years ago, this is one of the programs that I started with. I called that Tarot Scopes. And every month I would prepare a tarot horoscope for my clients, telling them, well, this is the energy, this is the life lesson that's going on for you, and this is how you can respond to this. So my clients just loved that. And some tell me even years after that they keep referring to that document because it brings them so much insight. Because of course, sometimes things happen in your life that doesn't make sense right away, but it makes sense in hindsight. And you say, oh, that's why that was happening. It's because this life lesson was unfolding. They get to see only that little glimpse, right? I have a cat knocking at the door, but he's going to wait for a few moments. So that's why having your tarot scope, your tarot mapping is just so very helpful. It helps you be in the flow, helps you calm down your stress, and helps you kind of plan in advance for the life lessons that's going to unfold for you. So it's just really, really a wonderful tool. I do that every year. If I don't do it, I think I didn't do it last year because I don't know, I wasn't feeling great. I didn't want to do the solstice alone. I just kind of, whatever, on my usual traditions. And you know what? I suffered this year. I suffered because I didn't have my compass. My stress level, my anxiety level has been higher than it's been in a long time. And I realize now that part of it is because I did not do my solstice rituals. So I'm quite excited to do that now. So what does it look like? Now, one of the women in the Soul Intuition group, Ricky Seltzer, awesome graphic designer. So she provided me with a template because I had a workshop with her. It was so nice to be receiving a workshop instead of always leading it. So thank you so much, Ricky, on so many levels. So I created my 2021 year, and it kind of looks like this. Isn't it beautiful? It's gorgeous. So you see, I picked a tarot card for each month. Then I have an affirmation for each month. and then the description of what might unfold for me every month. And that's going to be pinned right there behind my computer on the wall so I can look at it every month. And that is guidance that is golden. What I love about this is that it brings your intuition front and forward in your life. What I'm really, really passionate about is for people to stop playing around with being psychic and really, really honor and claim those psychic gifts as a tool they are to direct your life and your business. I want you to take your intuition and put it front and center. Not like, oh, that's a nice to have, or that's on the back burner. Oh, yeah, that's something weird that I do just for fun. No, intuition is front and foremost. I want to usher in the new humanity, and the new humanity remembers that we are intuitive beings. And so I want you to put your intuition front and center, and this is a wonderful tool to start that. Hi, you know what, Danielle? I was thinking of you today because that extra pink that you gave me, I kind of did a root touch up today. So thank you for that. I still have like some redness all around, but I'm quite happy with the result for the first time trying to do a root touch up. So, Taroscope. There's two things that I want to offer you so that you can start creating that life and business that you really love. So one, I have a workshop. It's scheduled for next week now because I scheduled two. One is for the academy where I'm faculty, and one is for the Facebook group. So you kind of have to check the dates because one is on Tuesday and the other one is on Friday. I think the Friday is for the faculty. But that is a free workshop. And when I tell you that this can be life-changing, I kid you not. So I invite you to be there. We're going to take about an hour together. You're going to need to have your own deck of tarot cards. If you don't have a physical deck of tarot cards, you can download one on your app. Your favorite one. If you don't know which one to download, you can, send me a message and I'll guide you at what type of oracle or tarot card is best for you. I also have a handout for that if you want to choose between a tarot oracle card, what to do, how to select one. I got you covered. I've been teaching this for 10 years. So you'll need your deck of cards, your tarot or oracle, and I will be guiding you through the process so you can choose your cards and then put it in a nice little poster for you. But if you feel like you're not up to the task and you would like for my intuition, my intuitive eyes, my intuition, my psychic senses on your year to guide you forward, then we can book a session. So that's like a package of it's 2 sessions really, right? So first we're going to meet for about 20 minutes and we're going to talk about your goals and your objectives for the year ahead. So that's going to give me like a bit of a guidance into my interpretation of the cards for you, because everything is in the interpretation, right? You can read the guidebooks and sometimes it applies, sometimes it doesn't. But when you read the description with your goal in mind, things make more sense. So that's why the goal setting is really important. Then on my own, I'm going to take it's an hour and a half or 2 hours, and I will do the reading for you. I will create a poster for you. It won't look like this because I will customize everything for you. I will customize your affirmations. I'll customize the descriptions. I'll customize the image and the little icons or whatever that needs, just so that the messages really come across, and that you can really focus on what's important for you through 2021. And then we'll have another, like a wrap-up 30-minute where I'll present this to you. We'll talk about it, and you'll be able to kind of sink in what's unfolding for you for 2021. I want for us to create a year that is highly conscious in our highest self, so that we don't go through 2021 like many of us did in 2020, which is like What the heck is happening to me? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's unfolding. There's something bigger going on. I don't know my role in it. No, take your intuition front and center. Use it as a tool that it is to inform your life, to take leadership in your life and create the life and business that you love. Enough with playing small. Enough with um, enough with the wishy-washy. Enough with the self-pity. Enough. Let's do this. All right. 2021 is going to be the year of spiritual leaders. I'm raising my hand up. I'm raising my energy up. I'm going to be there leading. And I'd like you to come with me for the ride because it's going to be fun. It's going to be an adventure. There's some big stuff coming up. I'm not ready to reveal everything yet because it's in the intuitive realm and I don't really know exactly how it's going to turn out, but I know that intuition is going to be front and center. My cards are also letting me know that this is a year of healing, trusting, believing, growing. It's a year of taking leadership. So good things ahead, more to come. But for now, the workshop next week, sign up for it, be there, catch the replay if you want to. And if not, book your session with me and let's do your planning together. It'll be fun. All right. Thanks, Danielle. It was fun doing that today. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. This full moon has your intuition in full gear. Good. I'm glad, Danielle, because and thank you for reminding me, because this is the second thing that I really wanted to talk about today. It's the last full moon of 2020. Take a breath. Let that go. What do we do at the full moon? The full moon is a time to celebrate and it's a time to release. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to write out a list of everything that you did accomplish in 2020, all the regrets that you might have, and release what no longer serves. Full moon, we celebrate what we've done. We celebrate our accomplishments. Things come to fruition. Things come full. So how have you grown this year? Because whether you realize it or not, being in quarantine, changing our relationships because we can't see our friends, we can't see our stylists, we can't see people the way that we wanted to, right? So it changed us. And we've all either evolved or we've regressed. So I invite you to see, how have you evolved this year with the different constraints that have happened for you in your life and your business? And then release. Release what is no longer written with all of those exclamation marks, right? Release. And that is releasing expectations of what should be, because the future is not written. The future is going to be different, and the future you are going to create with your freaking awesome intuition. Okay? So it's going to be different. So release the way things used to be so that you can make space for what is and for how you're called to become. And so the other thing for you to move into from this full moon into the next new moon is releasing who you have been, so that you grow into, you make space for, you make yourself the fertile soil of who you're growing into. And this is huge. This is huge. For you to find that clarity, that passion, that way forward, you have to release all that freaking baggage that you've been carrying. Okay? So it's a big full moon for that. Remember that on my Mystic Priestess School site, I'll put a link somewhere, but there is a full moon moving meditation. I invite you to do that. It's a guided meditation where I invite you to dance. And if you don't want to dance, that's fine, but move the body. It's so important to move the body, because so many of us, we think. That monkey brain is going full gear. And by moving our bodies, by by kind of going into an guided meditation, but actually moving our body, standing up and kind of going through the motions, it helps the energy go from the head, from the intuition, and it embodies, it grounds everything, and it releases, and it feels so good. So that's a 10 to 15-minute meditation. I highly recommend it because it feels so darn good. It's going to help you find more clarity, more calm, and you'll feel the energy shifting. So go to my site, Mystic Priestess School. That's mysticpriestessschool.teachable.com. I'll put a link. Download that free meditation, and I'll see you under the full moon tonight, with the overall goal of releasing who you thought you had to be to make space for who you know you're growing into. What a wonderful year we're going to have ahead. So Danielle's saying, learn the what you feel instead of worrying about the what you should feel. Yes, that is like one of the golden rules of intuition development. It's about what is, not about what should be. Right? So when I teach Reiki, when I teach intuition development, it's all about what is happening now under my hands, like if it's Reiki, or what is happening now in my body, because I'm an empath, so I feel through my body. I know you are too. So it's what is. It's all about what is. Your intuition is about what is right here, and how does that make you feel, and how you process that. It's not about how you should be, because that's the mind. It's not your intuition. Every time that you're in the shoulds, you're in your mind. You're in the planning. You're in the strategy, but not into an energy that really serves you, because it's not grounded. The fourth dimension, the dimension of the mind, does not know timelines. So your mind doesn't know if you're in the past, doesn't know if you're in the future, doesn't know if you're in a parallel timelines. And by the way, one of my recent trainings in the Akashic Records reveal that we can be in 7 different timelines, parallel timelines at the same time. So the version of us now, it might be kind of fractured in various timelines. So the mind doesn't always know which timeline we're in. So when you're in the shoulds, then are you really grounded in what is now? Or are you grounded into what is possible for another you in a different timeline, or who you were in a past lifetime, or who you think you're going to be? So the mind is just such a slippery fish to play with. Your intuition, however, is grounded in the now. That's why when we work with intuition, we are more grounded, we are less stressed, we're less anxious. So I'm really looking forward to a year with more intuition and less of that other crap. Right? You're with me? All right. Well, that's all I wanted to share with you. So remember, it's a full moon. Release what was so that you can really be grounded into what is and who you're growing, who you're called to become. And second, workshop next week on mapping your year ahead with a tarot, which is free. Or if you want me to do it for you and with you, and produce a beautiful poster like this for you that you can pin and refer to for the whole year, book your session with me, either using the live or sending me a message, and we'll figure things out. Part of what I want to do this year to simplify a whole lot of stuff, so I'm letting go of a lot of my automatic systems like Acuity. I've dropped them. They were awesome, but at the same time, it's just, another piece of technology that I need to worry about. So right now you can book directly through Square, which is how I process the credit cards and everything. So it's not as beautiful, but it's going to work. And otherwise, just by talking to each other, because, it's just me, you can reach out to me, send me an email, send me a DM, and we'll book. It's not that complicated. We'll figure things out. All right. So great. I'll see you under the full moon tonight then, Danielle, with that full moon meditation. You're very welcome, Heather. And Marie, oui, le temps de hurler à la lune. Get those little wolves going. And it's going to be fun. Just release, release, release so that you make space for all the good that's coming to you. All right. Mwah. Big love from my heart to yours. And I'll see you soon in the new year. Bye for now.